So, it's Sunday, the 31st of December, 2017, which makes it New Year's Eve morning. It's 20 past 6 a.m. There's some interesting things about today. One is that because it's Sunday, I don't have to make any new music for this video, because I've already got a song about a Sunday, which I'll just use. And the other thing that's interesting is that it's New Year's Eve. I was thinking about New Year's Eve yesterday, and I thought, I never make New Year's resolutions, but I might make an exception this year. And whenever I say never, or but, I'm always really mindful of those two words. They kind of trigger me. So when I put them in the same sentence, I know I need to pay attention. So I did some research about New Year's resolutions, and by research I mean I googled it, and I googled more than one site, and this is what I came up with. So I learnt that in ancient Roman times, in Roman mythology, they had a god called Janus, and Janus was the god of new beginnings and transitions, which also made him the god of gates, doors, doorways, endings, and time, which is pretty cool. Which meant though that Janus was always depicted with two faces, because he always had sort of one eye on the present, and he always had one eye on the past. Did you hear that? He always had one eye on the past. What's interesting about that to me is that when I'm working with clients, if their main kind of concern in life at that point in time tends to be something about depression, it's usually that that person has the potential to be looking too far back into the past or too often into the past. And likewise, if a person tends to be experiencing more anxiety than depression, odds are they're spending too much time hypothesizing about the future. So I wonder where that leaves Janus. Maybe he's like got the ultimate sort of form of presence, who knows? Or he's a nutty god. So anyway, the Romans were so impressed with Janus and so fearful of Janus that they dedicated the whole of January to Janus, and they would celebrate him. Now, they also believed that Janus would forgive them for their wrongdoings of the previous year if they left him gifts and if they made promises to be better humans for the year to come. And so, on December 31st, the Romans imagined that Janus would be looking backwards into the year that has been and viewing all their behaviour, and also looking forward into the year that is yet to be. So this meant that it became a really symbolic time for Romans to think about the previous year and to project themselves into the future. And so part of making resolutions for the following year was not just to make a promise to Janus that you were going to be a better human and therefore Janus would bless you. It was also to forgive your enemies for the past year. I reckon we missed that. I don't know how many people when they're making resolutions realise part of the tradition is to actually forgive anybody that you felt transgressed you in the previous year. So maybe keep that in mind. So this tradition that the Romans started goes all the way back to 153 BC, which means that New Year's resolutions, the concept of and the tradition of New Year's resolutions is older than Jesus. So that's a pretty significant kind of Western cultural practice that we're entering into today, potentially. So in the interest of New Year's resolutions, I've decided to make a few, which I might share with you. But right now, it's time for a paddle. So before I paddle, I also did some research about New Year's resolutions, and so this is what I found. These are the most common New Year's resolutions. So I googled, I don't know, all sorts of different things and sort of compiled a list of what seemed to keep coming up. I'll start from number 10, and then I'll talk it down to number 1. It'll be like a countdown. Number 10, find a better job. Number 9 was find the love of your life. Number 8 was do kinder things for others, so it's kind of more altruism. I don't know, do any of these ringing true for people? Number 7 was learn something new, learn a new skill, or a language. Number 6, spend more time with family and friends. Or I think I actually said spend more time with close family and friends. So number 5 was do more exciting things. Number 4, quit smoking. 3 was make better financial decisions. Number 2, self-improvements, which is like personal growth. Number 1 was lose weight and eat healthier. There you go, they're the 10 most popular New Year's resolutions. So that was what I came up with on the internet through 5 minutes of research for you. I don't want you to roll away. So I did some further research and I found out another interesting fact, and that is that only about 8% of resolutions that get made are actually seen through or achieved. What does that mean for New Year's Eve resolutions? Well, it means that there's a 92% chance that whatever you're talking about is never going to happen. There was a study released earlier this year, which is 2017 I'm still talking about, that announcing your goals to other people reduce the likelihood of you achieving those goals. So if you then combine making a New Year's Eve resolution and the fact there's an 8% chance that's going to come good anyway, and then you couple that with the fact that if you're arm in arm with somebody telling them about it, you're further reducing the likelihood of that actually being achieved. I don't know, for me, it takes the pressure off. So, I actually am going to make a New Year's resolution in the interest of breaking habits. My habit is to not do it at all. And not only am I going to make a resolution, I'm going to declare it publicly in the form of this. Statistically, there's probably a 4% chance of any of this actually coming true. I want to start making more movies, videos. I did some research and I saw people's vlogs, and you know, unfortunately, as an Australian, when you think about Australian culture, vlogging looks a lot like flogging. So a flog can be a wanker or somebody who is full of shit. And so when you think of the context of me vlogging, it's probably touching on both. So I'm going to start a vlog or a vlog, depending on your opinion, but with no regularity because I've got a lot of stuff going on. Happy New Year. Enjoy.
Not on a Sunday. Not on a Sunday. Not on a Sunday. Not on a Sunday.